It's okay to desire marriage, but it's better to be prepared for it. Did you hear that? I say it's okay to desire marriage, but it's better to be prepared for it. It's important to desire it. It's important to be prepared for it. Many just desire, I want to marry. I want to marry. Have you read any book? No. Have you attended any seminar? No. What have you learned? Nothing. I just want to marry. You'll make a mess of it. Like this thing I'm sharing with you is part of why many marriages struggle. There are 3 stages in every relationship or marriage. 3 stages. So the first stage is where opposites attract, like I mentioned. So a talkative, 2 talkatives can never marry. Are you here, somebody? 2 talkatives can never marry. Who will listen? They say, what other guy will go say to get to the talk, Jerry? Because he's talkative. Because the talkative wants somebody that can listen. Is somebody getting what I'm saying? 2 quiet people, 2 can marry. Because they have a 2-hour date. How are you? Do you want anything? Say no, nothing. Thank you. Nobody will talk. Nobody will talk. So usually opposites attract. When there is a party, the quiet person likes that guy that is going about greeting everybody. The guy greeting everybody likes that girl that is sitting quietly. She just sit down gentle, no problem. So human being can gentle like this. Because he can't sit down for 2 minutes. So they will start talking and they'll be admiring that opposites in each other. That she's so gentle. Says, just sit down. Hey, how are you? Can I get your number? I like you. She will be thinking in her mind, hey, see how free and jovial it is. You know, because quiet people, it's not say don't talk. They talk. Don't let them talk in their mind. Quiet people talk a lot. So they admire you that you can actually voice what you are thinking. Then they will talk to themselves. They might say, They judge people too. They talk, they criticize, but all in their mind. So she's impressed to see a guy that's just talking freely. Anything he thinks, he says it. Say, I like his boldness. I like his story. I like him. So they start to date. Opposites first attract. The challenge is that stage 2 is a bit rougher than that. After opposites attract, stage 2 is now opposites frustrate. So this is where many people now have problem. Even marriages, even relationships. In fact, as a counselor, this is the point where many people want to break their relationship. Sometimes they've already married. This is where they want to break their marriages. The same thing that attracted them now begins to frustrate them. You know what I'm saying? You just sit in one place. Can't you talk? That's what he liked before. Now he can't believe. Stay your mind. She'll say, I have nothing to say. She has. But you already talk too much for 2 of you. So she can never say what's on her mind. Can't you talk? Then the quiet one will say, you talk too much. When they attend a church like this, when they started, after service, the guy will be greeting everybody. The guy will sit in the car. Then she'll be saying, must you greet everybody? Do you all these people, do you know them? Quarrel have started. It will start to frustrate. The same thing happens when you see a very purpose or success-driven person. They usually will attract a very laid-back person. They will be attracted, and after a while, they will hit the stage where they frustrate. So the driven person will be like, don't you want to succeed in life? All your plans, you told me, I've not done anything. You are not, you're too lazy. So usually when they come for counseling, I had one of them, one of my precious daughters, very driven, very smart, very driven, success driven. She speaks many languages. She has PhD. She has very driven. And she was in a relationship. And she got to a stage where like, this guy is too laid back. He's too gentle. I don't think it will work. I say it will work. This is the only thing that can work for you. If 2 purpose-driven, highly driven people marry, they will not know where their children are. They will be meeting at the airport, going to different places. Where are the children, Sam? I thought they were with you. They're not with me. Where are the children? If 2 strong-willed people marry, they will be struggling for the steering. Quarrels every day. When one laid-back person marries a driven person, there's no argument. It's easy to manage. I said, this is the exact person you would attract and the exact person you should marry. As long as the person has a job, is basic, contributes basic things, marry them. In everything in life, opposites generally attract. Whether it's magnetic, physics, any other thing, opposites generally attract. You will never see similar things attracting anywhere. Is somebody getting this? So, stage 1, opposites attract. Stage 2, they begin to frustrate. We canceled somebody like that. The guy is very driven. The girl is very laid back. They were in love. Then they reach frustrate stage. And the guy be like, she's too laid back. All her dreams she gives me, she has not done anyone. We have to now begin to coach them. Because managing that stage is very crucial. When you manage that stage well, you enter the 3rd stage. And that's the beautiful stage. The 3rd stage is where opposites exchange. You actually exchange. But many people never make it to that point because from the frustrated stage, they begin to drift apart. If they are married, if they don't divorce, they will just not be close again. If they are dating, they usually will break up. If you can pass through the frustrate stage, you will make it to the exchange stage. And that is the beautiful stage. When there's exchange. That marriage is actually like a dance. It's actually like art. Hope you know that at the beginning, the two people were one. Then God separates them, then brings them back together to become one. In Genesis 5 from verse 1, you see where they said God made them, Adam. So they were one together from beginning. And when God says it's not good for man to be alone, what it meant is that it's not good for man to be all in one. So he first separated them. Then brought them back together again. And you say man and woman joined together is what actually gives God. Individually, we're not the image of God at all. Because when God said in Genesis 1 that let's make man in our image after our likeness, man and woman were together. He said he blessed them. That's what he said. And told them be fruitful. One person can't be fruitful. He blessed them. That's what he said in Genesis 1. Is somebody getting this? So they were one together. He separated them because he took woman from the man. Then he allowed them now come back together willingly. And that will require intentionality. Bring them back together. And then come back together is what represents the perfect image of God. Because there's a part a woman brings, very different from the part a man brings. And there's a part a man brings that a woman can never bring. This is what the feminists and all these other East people are trying to attack by saying there are no roles. When they say there are no roles, they're trying to say all gender can be the same. And which you have seen they're doing now where, men can say they are women and women can say they are men. Two men together can never bring the image of God. Two women together can never bring the image of God. It is a man and a woman. So you need to know where they are going. They are really attacking the very core of humanity. Two men can never reproduce. Two women can never reproduce. When God said be fruitful and multiply, if there were two men, that would be a lie. They will not reproduce. Is somebody getting what I'm saying? So if you notice the Bible talks about the right hand of God's judgment, the left hand of God's mercy, things like that, it's those two hands. That's why men, when it comes to parenting, men bring judgment, women bring mercy. That's why the person that brings mercy can't be the person that still brings judgment. So men and women, that's why you should avoid single parenting as much as you can. I know it's almost inevitable but in the world we live in, but it's not God's ideal. Because something will be missing in that person when they don't have the two. A mother's love is like God's unending love. If a mother loves you, you understand God's love. A mother never gets tired. That's why the Bible uses this example like, can a woman forget her suckling child? Because it's totally almost impossible. If a woman is here and her child steals, the woman will still take food to the child in prison. Undying love. If it's a man, the child sees something, say, lock him up. He's a stupid boy. Because the man brings judgment. Those two together brings the exact image of God. Because God is not just all mercy. And neither is God all judgment. It is together they present the image of God. Marriage and God is a mystery. You see that in Ephesians 5. He mentioned it there. I'll talk about this tomorrow. He'll be going from the mystery of man and woman submitting and cooperating to talking about, you see, now say, I'm talking about Christ and the church. You say, I speak about the mystery. When they say use the word mystery in the Bible, it's not something hidden. It's something that was hidden, but that is revealed. I don't know if you're getting what I'm saying. So, getting to that exchange part is the beauty. Where the laid back, in fact, that is even the very concept of marriage. I'll talk about that also tomorrow. Is to complement each other. By the time we join together, the parts that are lacking in you now comes to me. The part that is lacking in you, I now supply it. That's why when it comes to the church, he said that which every joint supply it. So there are things I can do in church that you can't do. There are things you can do in the body that I can't do. So we need each other. That's why when denominations or churches are fighting, they don't understand Christ. We need every church. We need that church that doesn't wear earring, because some people won't go to heaven except they attend that church. Then we need church that even men plait their hair, because some people won't ever receive Christ except they can see that men plait hair. We need church that can wear trousers. We need one that can never wear trousers. We need all. The more you think your own is superior to that person's own, you have missed it. I don't forget what I'm saying. We need church that like music. We need the ones that don't like music. We need churches that laugh and the ones that frown. All are important. Because some people, if you're not sober, they believe they can never make heaven. Be sober, be vigilant. I can't be smiling when souls are perishing. You must keep your straight face. But some other people, they don't laugh in church, they don't believe we're in church. No, we must be happy. We must be joyful. And all those scriptures are in the same Bible. So you can't use your own to cancel another person's own. Somebody gets what I'm saying? We need all. That exchange. So what happens is that the woman that talks a lot now starts to become quiet. And the guy that doesn't talk now starts to talk after some years. My wife used to be the quiet person. I used to be the one that talks a lot. Today, those that are tribe members or those that know, she now talks. Like I told you, quiet people, they talk. They just talk in their mind. They are not really quiet. They just don't have power to be verbally expressing what they are thinking. So I used to be the talker. Now she's the talker, I'm the quiet person. When we do counseling sometimes nowadays, the whole 2-hour session, she would want talking. I'll just be quiet. I'm just not to say yes. Mm-hmm. After one session we finished, I just called one of our tech guys. I said, where can I buy hologram? You know hologram, that thing that looks like a person but it's not a person. I said, but this one doesn't even need me in a counseling class. They just buy that thing and sit down there and be smiling. The real me can go and do other things to my life.